Do you see how through 4 different things of compounding your interest and compounding your strategy and actually having a scalable business strategy in place, how you can do this? Who would like to learn how to do this? Okay, all of you. So through this process, the first one's an ice bath. Who's got an event that they think they can run an event, get 50 people in front of them and be able to sell a compelling offer to get 10 people to work with them? Only a few. So the idea is that you need to get in front of your customer. A business without sales is a non-profit. So most businesses actually run an involuntary non-profit because they set out to be in business, yet there's no sales, and then you might pay to work there. So you're working double the amount of hours and you work for free, working for the worst boss in the world, yourself. Huh? That's not a nice scalable model. So what is the first thing that needs to change for you to be able to do this? What do you need to change?
Your thinking.
Your thinking. What else? Hey? More people. What else?
Strategy.
Okay. So the first one is strategy. If I have to sell 10 of these pens, where would I go and sell it?
Almost anywhere.
Right here. Why do you want to go to schools when there's 50 people sitting here? Do you think a school's going to buy 50 pens? Do you think CNA is going to buy 50 pens? They're not going to buy 50 pens. Okay, so your strategy is wrong. And then we decide, okay, but I still want to sell this 50 pens to a school, so I just keep going over and over and over and over trying to sell the damn 50 pens to a school, which doesn't work. So at some point we need to stop and say, whoa, this isn't working. What now? If I want to sell 1 million of them, where would I sell it?
Government.
Government. You can sell it to government, wait 6 months and then pray that you get paid. I prefer to get the money first before I deliver anything. Okay. Guys, so this should take to a national retail outlet. Someone that's got 1 million customers who needs this, create a compelling offer, then take it to that particular person who's got a distribution network where you can buy this. It's one person that I have to make a deal with. And then you get guys trying to sell 1,000 of these pens through an online store and spending hours and hours and hours of work figuring out a strategy where I don't have to spend more money on marketing than what the spend costs. What's going to be easier, working tirelessly to sell 1,000 pens online or creating a deal with someone that's got 1 million people who wants to buy a pen? So do you see that it's actually easier to make more money than what it is to make less? Just by following the right strategy. So how did I come up with my strategy? By myself? No. Who's been following the 0 to 90 or 0 to 1 million 90 days online? What's the first thing I did?
Team.
Got a coach. Literally the first thing before I even started, I went to go get a coach. Who of you currently has a coach in your business? A lot less hands than the first one. Guys, the most successful people in the world all have coaches. Every single one. Show me one Olympian athlete that won a gold medal without a coach. I'm open to it. Maybe I'm wrong. I have not seen one. Tiger Woods at this stage was the best golfer in the world. You know, he increased his game by 20% to tilt his hand by 2 degrees. Would he be able to see that while hitting the ball? He needed someone standing on the outside, observing his game, to tell him what he's doing wrong. Who do you have that's standing on the outside that's observing your game to say tilt by 2 degrees to have a 20% increase in your business? Okay, so the first thing is strategy that I got from a coach. The next thing, getting all of you guys here. So some of you came as a favor to me, thank you for those. Some of you came to learn something, some of you came to set your intentions. The point of it is there was multiple compelling offers for you to be here. Now we're not selling our products, then we say it's the market or the time or whatever it is, or the competition or the economy. We have all these external factors that we're blaming when your success is directly related to you. We are the biggest limit in the growth of our business. So what do we need to change to be able to fix that? Now, going through that, one of the first things that comes from a strategy and why a lot of businesses don't scale is you don't have a sellable product. Now, your product might be sellable, but the way that you are pitching it, it's not. So I'll use an example. Pierre, can I use you as an example? So Pierre came through for his coaching session. So he's part of my mastermind and he came through for one of his coaching sessions. I'll give you two examples. Number one, Pierre is an electrician, certified qualified electrician. He fixes electric fences, gate motors, does home automation. What else do you do? Solar, etc. Cool. Who's ready to go buy from him? No one. So even though he's got a really good service and product, the way that he's pitching it is not sellable. I'll give you another example. Guys, how would you feel if you knew right now there's 450 lights burning in your house and you are paying for that electricity? Good feeling, bad feeling? Bad. Okay. Do you know that's what your geyser consumes every hour? Who remembered to switch off their geyser this morning and who's paying for 450 lights? Huh? Now what if I could install a device in your house where you can switch off your geyser, off a tap on your phone, and you can set the timer, and I'll do it in 30 minutes and it'll cost you 950 bucks. So that you don't have to worry about leaving 450 lights on in your house. Who would like to have that? Okay. Same product, different pitch. Here's another example. We do marketing. So we'll charge you 10,000 Rand a month and we'll do 5 posts a week on social media. We'll set up your website and we'll make sure that all your products are on your website. And we'll respond to your community and we'll get you a bunch of likes. Who's ready to pay 10,000 Rand a month for that? No one. Yet that's how marketing agencies pitch their services. Why do you think the biggest problem marketing agencies have? No customers. And then you want to pitch to me that you can help me get customers. Do you see where the problem is in that? Okay. So what about this? 10,000 Rand a month, same product. Guys, we've developed a blueprint system that is so good we had to trademark it. Through this process, most companies that work with us, within the first 3 months, get a 50% return on ad spend. Within a year, they get a 400% on return on ad spend, and within 2 years, they make over $1 million a month without spending any money. To start off with, it's 10,000 Rand. Who would like to get to a point where they make $1 million a month without spending any money? Okay, who's ready to invest 10,000 Rand to start that process? Okay, same product, different pitch. Do you see how the second one's a lot more compelling than the first one? Yes. Yes, please.
What if I don't have that track record yet? So I don't have those tools to be able to say.
So one of the first things is just developing a strategy. So we started this process off without an idea of what we're going to do. And it couldn't be, because our normal events we run is, so we've got different businesses. One of the things I thought about is selling computers. Because you've got a retail store in Echo Park selling PCs, right? So how easy would it be for me to go and buy a cup, because I know where to buy them, go put it on Facebook Marketplace and sell the products. Then I thought, that's kind of exactly what we're doing now. So the second thing I thought about is running marketing events, just starting from scratch, and then I thought, that's also not that. I've never in my life done an ice bath. I've never done an entrepreneur challenge. I've never done a reality show, and. So everything we're doing is from scratch. We didn't have a product when we started. We didn't even know what we're going to do. And in true honesty, I'm still not pretty sure what I'm going to do. We're kind of figuring it out as we go along. And so far, it's working out pretty good. And I think one of the big parts about this is that challenge came up with a team meeting. So we assembled our team. One person said, once we do this, and then the next person added on, the next person added on, the next person added on. But how often are you sitting stuck in your own head? You're just going through the same stuff in your own head because you don't have anyone to brainstorm it with. Okay. So then, taking 50,000 Rand, turning it to 200,000 Rand. Who knows how to do that in your current business? Only one person. Two. So guys, 50,000 Rand isn't a lot of money. Most of you should have access to 50,000 Rand if you're sitting here. The thing is, what we are doing is we're operating in a scarcity mindset instead of an abundance mindset. I'll give you one of the big, so there's two. There's two big reasons why businesses don't scale. Number one, you can't set up a scaling strategy if you're sitting in a scarcity mindset. I'll give you an example of a scarcity mindset. Let's say I want to take Wynand on a date. Not really Wynand, but I'm just using it as an example. I take him on a date and now we're sitting at the table and I decide, yes, I really like Wynand. And I say, Wynand, I'm just going to the bathroom quick, but please don't leave. I really like you and I want you to stay and there's no one else in my life. Will you just stay here, please? I'm just going to the bathroom. But please don't leave. Please, I'm begging you. Are you going to leave? Are you going to leave, Wynand? Please don't leave. What's the person who's getting begged like that going to do? Isn't that how a lot of people are treating their money? Please don't leave. Please just stay here, watching every cent that goes out. Sitting there, holding on to the things, not spending money, not taking risk to scale their business. What if you're in an abundance mindset where you know money will just flow? And there's a process of getting there. It's not just a switch and you get there. It's a constant thing that you have to do on a daily basis to go through this process. That's number one. One of the biggest things is abundance mindset. And a lot of people end up going to their same broke friends at the same broke party, having the same broke conversations, expecting to have a different mindset. It's not going to happen, guys. You need to spend time with different people. There's a saying that says, the easiest way to become a millionaire is hang out with billionaires. Why? Do you think if you sit there and go to a billionaire and say, I'm so tired of this load shedding, I'm so tired of this economy, do you think he's going to tolerate conversations like that? Okay, so yet we want to be successful and we're having those type of conversations. Guys, the first thing that needs to change is the people you spend your time with. That's why we created our mastermind, is to have a community of like-minded people that's free from race, gender, culture, religion, and. We're there to make money. We're there to scale our businesses. We're there to improve ourselves, our mindset, and discover what we truly want in our life. Because most people don't even know what they truly want, what they truly desire, and what they truly deserve. The first step in understanding where to go is you need to understand where do you want to go. The second one, and I'll explain this later, we don't have enough time to go through in detail. This is probably the number one thing that's made me the biggest amount of money. Understanding this 3 words. What, who, when. Figure out what you want to do. Then you figure out who's going to be in your team, who's going to be your partners, who's going to be your coaches. Then you figure out when do you want to have this done. And you never have to figure out how. How often do you go sit in your businesses and think, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? And then you get stuck and you go into procrastination. How many of you feel that you procrastinate in your business too much to achieve results? How often do you sit and you're not doing the things that you're supposed to do? And it happens to me on a regular basis. And that's why I have coaches that tells me, Eugene, you are stuck in how? Get out of how. And then I think, okay, go back. What is it that I want again? Cool, I want this. Who do I need to do this with? Who's my coach? Who's my team? Who's my mentors? Who's my partners? Who's my customers? And when do I want to have this done? 90 days. There's two types of people. There's one where something happens, and I just want to share this with you. Through this process of coming up with ideas, there were two types of people. One that showed us when we come up with idea to say all the reasons why this is not going to work. And the other group said, what about if we add this? What if we do this? What if we do this? When you look at your next idea, please ask someone to keep you accountable for using excuses. Because you can only have excuses or you can have results. You cannot have both. You can have excuses or results. What do you want? Excuses or results? Results. So when you're coming up with your next business idea, your mind immediately goes to a safe space, back to your comfort zone, and you start thinking about all the reasons this is not going to work. And then it goes back to the comfort zone so that you don't have to take action. Because action produces results. So your mind goes to a space, all the reasons it doesn't work, so you don't have to take action. At whatever we want in our life, we don't look why we can't afford it or whatever the reason, the negative. We look at how many deals we have to close to be able to do this. Because there's always more money. There's always another step. You're probably moving in the wrong circles, so you don't have people to reach out to, number one. Number two is money gets attracted. So maybe start, a tip for that, start reframing your mind in the morning by doing something positive, uplifting, and that sets you in the right mindset. Do you know that listening to news for 3 minutes increases your chances of having a negative day by 57%? And then the guys said, just in case I don't have enough negativity, let me listen to the news again on the way to the work. And then I get to work and says, no, I still don't have enough negativity. Let me go check it again on my computer as soon as I get to the office. And then we wonder why everyone's so flippin' negative. And then we spend time with people that reinforces that. Yes, but this market stuff, huh? Yeah, this market stuff and what. And then they come to us and they say, no, I spoke to my 5 friends. All of them say the market stuff. Well, get different friends. Seriously. Just one of the biggest things, spending it with different people. So that's what I'm creating, a home for all entrepreneurs. A place where you can come and be with your family, be with your friends, be with your accountability partners, your coaches, your mentors. A place where people are not going to drag you down, where they're going to push you up, where they're going to give you options instead of excuses. That's what we are creating. This is a home for all entrepreneurs. Who's ready for the ice bath?
Yes.
Okay, guys, so just some tips on the ice bath. The ice bath has a whole bunch of benefits. The one we are using it here today is to set our intentions for the next 90 days. Do you know what your intentions are for the next 90 days? You need to get clarity on what you want. If you don't know what you want, you'll never get it. What do you want? Does anyone know what they want? What do you want? Who would like to share? What do you want? $1 million. What else? $1 million. What else? Grow my business. What else? Financial independence. Ooh-ah. Buy my first property. Guys, it's amazing what happens. When you get clear on what you want, the universe conspires to give you exactly that. So this is Tanya from Dancing for Rhinos. So probably about 100,000 Rand we're going to donate to Tanya's foundation. How many of you hear people constantly saying, I want to make an impact in the world, I want to change the world, wada, and they do nothing? They just talk about it. You know what Tanya does? She lives and breathes this. It's the first person in my life that I've met that stands by her word, that takes action. What she says in her life is about helping defenseless animals that can't defend for themselves. I think it's time we all stand up and do something to help someone else that can't help themselves. So I've committed to give at least 10% of what I'm going to make over the next 90 days to Tanya's foundation. I'd encourage you all to get involved in this process. So part of the money that you're giving out today is going to Tanya, to her foundation. Because it's not just about getting, it's about receiving and giving.
Thank you so much, Eugene. And I have to say, for me, doing a non-profit, it's been my life. It started in 2012 with the poaching of 3 rhinos, and 1 rhino survived, and she became my reason, she became my life. And I love dancing, so we are doing a Dancing for Rhinos Gala event on the 27th of April. And Eugene has been just absolutely phenomenal. I really, from the bottom of my heart, Eugene, thank you so much, because you say, I take action on this, but you took action, and you are standing by your word. Every time, every night when I see the videos, I'm like choking because it's so special for me to feel that. And it means the world to me, really. And I can promise you it will go for a very, very good place, a very good cause, and I know exactly where I wanted to go. So thank you so much.
Hey, morning everybody.
Morning, Alan.
Welcome to the Friday Club members, and welcome to all those people who are going to become Friday Club members. No, guys, seriously, I started Friday Club 33 years ago, and I realized during COVID that I'm getting on a bit in years and I can't see anymore. And I've had a heart attack, a stroke, cancer, kidney failure. I've had it all. I'm an insurance policies very dream client. So the thing is, I realized that if, as Eugene said, if you continue doing what you've been doing for the last 30 years and expect something to change, that's insanity. Who said that? Da Vinci. Einstein. That's him.
Da Vinci.
Him and I were born in the same year. Guys, and then, you know, it's true what Eugene said. I've been sitting and thinking, how the hell can I scale Friday Club to where I want it to be? We 4 or 5 branches at the moment. I had this vision of having 200 branches in the country and another 200 worldwide. And then guess what happened? Suddenly I met this young guy, Eugene. He landed in my lap. And I said, listen here, why
Not
don't
figuratively, just putting it out there.
Well, look here, Manette is much prettier than him, so my lap's available. And so we had a discussion, we had a collaboration, and we're very proud to collaborate with Vans and with Eugene and Manette, because at my age, I've got a whole new vision of where Friday Club's going. And you know what? I always thought, well, what can Eugene actually do for us? And we're busy in the process of setting up 200 new branches. I mean, isn't that just amazing? And then I took on personally this R1 million in 90-day challenge. And guess what? It's been how many now? 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I'm already halfway there. Eugene, thank you so much.
Thank you, Alan.
Thank you to all the Friday Club members that always support. I love you all.
Thanks, Alan. Ayanda, what's your intentions for doing this challenge?
My intentions is putting myself out there, believing in myself, and not second guessing myself.
Okay, tell us about the water.
The water feels very warm.
You get it?
Nice.
Okay, my intention is to have R1 million in sales for the end of 90 days in a new section of our business.
Hey guys, so today my intentions for this ice bath challenge is to break through the mindset barrier. Breaking through this, doing this challenge, you can achieve anything in life. Thank you.
Guys, we keep doing stuff to shift our comfort zone. This is another one of them. We need to do things to consistently shift our comfort zone. Oh, this is not easy. This definitely shifts it. And if we do this on a consistent basis, what is the chances that we can keep getting the same results? If we do things like this to shift our comfort zone, this is what we need to completely shift our life and shift our business. So, what is your next challenge? Mine is staying in here for another 60 seconds. It's not as easy as you think. So I need to go back to concentrating.